If you're Hispanic, at this point in time, it doesn't matter if you're here legally. It doesn't matter if you were born here. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter to Donald Trump. It doesn't matter to the Donald Trump administration. It doesn't matter to ICE under Donald Trump. It does not fucking matter. You are a target.
We have some serious news right now. Another U.S. citizen has been detained in an immigration raid. This time, a U.S. citizen with a real ID was handcuffed and held in an immigration raid before being released. The video of the arrest was captured by Noticias Telemundo, and it showed agents grabbing Leonardo Garcia Venegas, who's 25 years old. He was at a job site in Foley, Alabama. They bent his arms behind him. People off camera were yelling, "He's a citizen." They took his ID from his wallet and proceeded to tell him that it was a fake ID despite it being a real ID. But apparently if you're Hispanic, a real ID may not work anymore. Garcia told Telemundo that they, quote, grabbed me real bad, that the handcuffs were placed, quote, very hard on him. He was released after giving his arresting officers a social security number, but make no mistake, he was detained nonetheless. He was born in Florida. Spread the word so more people are aware of his story. And follow along for all the news you need to know about. I'll have much more to come very soon. We cannot keep stories like this under wraps.
It doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter that you're born here anymore. You're brown, you're Hispanic, you're Latino, you're a target to this administration. And that fucking sucks. And I don't know what the answer to that is. I have no idea how we get the Trump administration to stop rounding up anybody that's brown, no matter of their legal status, no matter of their citizenship status. This isn't even somebody that came here from another country and became a citizen over time. This motherfucker was born in Florida, had a real ID on him. Does not fucking matter to this regime. As a straight white male in middle America, there are a shit ton of things that I have never had to worry about. I do not currently have to worry about, and probably never will have to worry about. And I have no idea what it was like to live in this country during the Jim Crow era as a black person. I have no idea what it was like to live in this country as an Asian American during the time of internment. I have no idea what it was like to live in this country as a woman for all of those generations, being devoid of rights, and I have no idea what it's like living in this country as an immigrant. But I can only imagine that right now has to be one of the worst time for Latinos in this country, whether you're here legally, whether you were here illegally, whether you were born here, whether you came here and became a citizen, whether you're here on a work visa. I can't imagine what it's like walking around knowing at any given point in time, it doesn't matter what your status is. Somebody from ICE could show up and just grab you, and you could be in an El Salvadorian prison camp overnight without due process because this fucking administration doesn't care. Tom, this guy was released. Yeah, this guy was released. The guy from Maryland wasn't. The guy from Maryland who had no criminal record was here on a legal protected status from a fucking federal judge and was still shipped to an El Salvadorian prison camp. Yeah, you think that can't happen to a legal citizen here? You think that can't happen to somebody that was born here just because they're legal? This administration doesn't give a fuck.